Welcome back to SureFire Systems ISS demo series. In this particular demo, we're going to show you how the system handles orders after they've been accepted by your builder or your contractor, and you now have to do some scheduling with them. And scheduling in our terminology is either for an order to go onto a truck and be delivered, or for an installer to deliver it and install it. So either one of those works in this context. This is not specifically just for companies that do installation. You can also use the scheduler to plan your truck loads. So if I click into installs, what I'll find is that I've got basically an Outlook-like calendar sitting here in front of me. And I have in this area a list of eligible jobs that have not yet been put on schedules. There are other orders that are in the schedule already, and I can find them by clicking Find an Order, and I'll get a pop-up that tells me all the orders that are out in the system and where they are. But right now we're going to be oriented around taking these orders and putting them into the schedule. So now I can work on scheduling an order by simply grabbing it, dragging and dropping it into a particular slot, and it'll be filled in there. So now the Jones job is scheduled for 11 a.m. on 8/14. And is a 4-hour duration job. We expect it to be 4 hours. So that is basically the element. So we've got it in there. I can grab the next one. I can schedule it for another different time. So that job has gone in there. Notice that these are two different colors. The colors are completely user selectable. I can click on a particular job, which currently is fuchsia, and I can change it back to lime as well, save it, and it'll become a lime. The colors are completely up to you as to how you want to do it. You might decide colors should be different by installer or by truck. You might decide colors should be different by customer. You might have something that you want to do. The system won't help you do that really much at all, other than give you the ability to change the color here on the screen. So when you look at the installation schedule in a quick look, you would be able to see that you've got two green jobs, and that would mean something to you. I could click on these jobs and look at the time. If I wanted to move them now, if I wanted to move this one to the 15th, I would just open the calendar, move it to the 15th, save it, and it'll jump it over to the 15th. So that kind of activity lets us move things around. So this is when the jobs are scheduled. Now, once the job goes out, or when I want the job to go out, I'm going to print paperwork for either the truck or the installer. Here we have an example of a installer's work order. I'll click on here and print the work order for this particular job. And we're going to show, again, it's all branded based on your logo. It's your document. We're going to show what it is the installer is going to do and how much we're going to pay him if and when he does it. So this is a turnaround document designed to come back into your shop and fill out what it is the installer has done. Maybe he had some additional work he had to do of a generator charge or something that we're going to add to his pay. So we're trying to compute and be accurate with an installer's pay. So this installer would come back in. We would debrief him by going into the report installation delivery for this particular order. And here again we have the descriptions, and we have this. We can do things like set quantity done to complete, which means he finished the entire job. It goes through and sets all the quantity dones on the entire job to whatever was remaining open. We can add additional work down here if it was a generator charge. I can fill that in. We're going to give him, $25 for that. So I can do things to make this work out. But let's just suppose that this first window he didn't get done, so I just changed it to 0, and that was actually a door, so the screen didn't go. The patio screen didn't go either. So those didn't go, but everything else did. So now when I click that I'm done, I'm going to post these changes. All that information gets posted back to the job, and that particular order now has been reduced. If I look at what is left to do on this job, so I'm clicking on that, and I want to print this install work order, it's only going to show me that the ply gym doors have not yet been done. Everything else is done. So we are keeping a reducing order. The order will reduce as you complete it, and only show you what is left to be done. So if you get that question from a customer or you need to find out what is left on this job, you can find the job in your schedule, click on it, look at the work order, and see exactly what is left undone on the job. Now, what I didn't do on that was I could have filled in some notes about why that job wasn't, why that line item wasn't complete. An opening was wrong, or the sill wasn't reset deep enough, or whatever the case may be. I can find that information out. We also have the ability then to, for a set of installers on a particular range of dates, I have the ability to run installers pay from on a from-to basis. So I can run it from the 11th through the 17th for Richard Fassall, and I can print the pay, and I'll get a pay sheet that shows what he installed. So there's the sheet of what he installed. I can also do that same thing and print a recap from the 11th to the 17th. And this will just show me all the jobs that were installed. In this case, it was just that one job and what he was paid. So if he had 5 jobs, they would total out, and that would be the total amount of check I would give him for that particular week. So we're able to do a recap and do that. All of this is designed to reduce your workload, make it easier for you to get done and know where you are on all your installations. Thank you for your time.